Even as an introvert and recluse weirdo, I cannot deny the importance of actually being around other creatives at least every now and then. There's a certain type of energy that can only be felt and exchanged in person, I think. Sometimes even just looking at another person's art in person can be enough, but every now and then we really do just need to be near other creatives, just dreaming or maybe sometimes actually creating with them. Whatever the case, it's really beneficial to have some type of IRL community available to you where vibes and ideas can be exchanged. Now, it would seem to me that there are 3 ways you can go about doing this. Go to an existing community of creatives, bring the community of creatives to you, or take a community you're already a part of and convert them into more creative, art-oriented people. All of these are great options. There may be challenges to each one, but they can all be achieved, I think, to some degree. Maybe the easiest option, or at least most straightforward, is to find an existing art community to join. You could seek out different art-related groups online, or maybe through places like your library or a local gallery or rec center. Facebook groups can sometimes be pretty good for making these connections too. You could try searching your town's name plus art or artists or art scene, and you might come up with something. Then, if you become part of an existing community, those folks might be able to help you discover other groups as well. But maybe you want to try and gather your own group. Maybe you are envisioning a sketch club or poetry club or whatever type of club you want. If you're looking to meet new people with shared interests, then you're going to have to get the word out somehow yourself. Of course, once again, you can use something like Facebook. I know I keep saying that, even though I'm not a huge fan of the platform. I know it's not what it used to be, but I still find groups are pretty good for networking on specific things, and a lot of people still use it for that. So you could create an event and then meet up at a public space like a cafe or a park or a community center, but maybe you'd rather not rely on the internet. If you want to start some kind of group or club, you might think about trying to collaborate with your library or recreation center. This can sound scary, but you might be surprised by how receptive people will be to this. Generally, community or event programmers will be pretty happy to find people who are willing to initiate something like this, and they may very well help you with your ideas too. So that's option 2. The third way you might become part of a creative community is to take a group that you're already part of, whether it's your family, friends, neighbors, whatever, and make them a little more artsy. Help them to understand how to use their creativity. Because we're all creative people, some of us just don't realize that yet. Admittedly, this might be the most difficult option in its way, but only because people don't want to believe that they can be artists. So how do you convince them? I don't have a solid answer for that. I know sometimes people who don't see themselves as artistic can be somewhat reluctant to try to get started. But for example, I have found that a lot of people, even those who don't consider themselves artistic, are willing to participate in paint and sip type of classes. You know, the ones where everybody does a sort of step-by-step painting on the same subject. So I think something like this could be a good starting point. So if you are a painter, you could prep some inexpensive canvas board, provide the drawing, and then lead the painting. Whatever your preferred art, take that and share what you know. Keep it very simple, especially at first. If you can get someone to create something that they are proud of or at least had fun with, then there is a good chance they'll be willing to explore further, and eventually you'll be surrounded by other artists, hopefully. Maybe not everyone, but even if that's the case, sharing your passion with others is a great way to get inspired and learn about yourself. And you very well could convert a few people along the way.